Oh, hello, yeah. Well, the Million Tommy March passed off peacefully, didn't it? It's always good to know those things. Yes. Anyway, I feel a bit disappointed today because those things that I keep insisting just don't happen, unfortunately, well, actually just didn't happen because reports are coming out of yet another fairly nasty neo-Nazi teenager in America. But still, not to worry. The government out there is desperately making sure that you won't get to be able to find out these things. Very much the same way as in this country. I think we'll just do away the statistics because they are wildly inconvenient, aren't they? So anyway, yeah, here's Cash, and of course he's responsible for bringing in the man what done it with Charlie Kirk, allegedly, by the major expedient of, well, just waiting for the phone to ring, which is very good police tactics, so very well done, Cash. People said you were incompetent, but so far you've improved that, well, yes, indeed. Yeah. You can see about the bright and the best that we'll get from the reform in this country. Yeah, he was obviously just the best man for the job, and in no way, shape or form a DEI hire. That would be stupid. No, it's just because he's mates with people, which is a lot more sensible. Speaking of which, we did have Stephen Miller coming on and telling us all about things what Charlie Kirk had said to him. I have to read this because it's a bit of a hoot. Stephen Miller just revealed that the last message Charlie Kirk sent him was a call to dismantle radical left organisations fomenting violence across the United States, confirming that mission will be carried out in his name, which was very good news. And I'm sure that if anyone asked, Stephen, for, a copy of that message, that unfortunately will be on his phone that he's lost and can't possibly retrieve any of the data whatsoever. But the reason why I'm querying this is because actually Charlie rang me up just after he'd been on the phone to Stephen Miller and said that I would need to confirm with everybody not to believe Stephen Miller because apparently, just occasionally, when things are politically expedient, he will tell huge porkies. Which leads me on to the major thing of the day, if you like, because we are now entering a very, very dodgy period in American politics where everything, because of all the great, very, very experienced people that are in charge of everything, are going a bit, well, mammary glands in a upwards towards the ceiling direction. Therefore, this administration is very, very desperate to bury bad news. So we can presume that they will carry on the Charlie Kirk wailing and gnashing of teeth for a long period of time. And if it doesn't seem to be working, they will ramp things up, which of course will just mean arresting people and putting them in camps. Because, nothing says free speech and freedom like that kind of thing. But you can't trust these trans people. They're forever not going out and shooting people. Oh, if only they did, eh? Anyway, yes, if we actually look at what's going on in the States, we do have a very, very stagnant and moribund economy. The recent jobs figures are some of the worst there's been since, well, the year dot, basically, because there is no consumer or indeed business confidence in the States because the Trump administration is deeply incompetent and is only interested in lining their own pockets and their own particular fiefdoms. One is reminded of certain areas of Germany in the 1940s before, well, it was all shut down, thankfully. It has that kind of vague feeling to it, whereby squabbling little nasty boys end up making sure that everything goes very rarely wrong. So we've basically got nothing coming out of the States, which will probably in the near future lead to a stock market crash. The other thing, of course, that's still there is the nefarious Epstein files, which refuse to go away. You might want to ask Charlie Kirk about that, about what exactly he was saying about that, but of course we can't anymore because he has achieved sainthood whereby he can stand for anything whatsoever that the administration decides that he does, and I'm sure they can persuade his wife to get in on the act as well on that one. After all, riches galore. Not for you, obviously, for other people. And finally, which only a handful of people in this country have actually sort of mentioned, is there's a looming problem in American farming in that all of these Trump tariffs on various products have led to retaliatory tariffs, particularly from China. So China has just said to the USA, okay, we basically buy your entire soybean crop, but this year we're not going to. So there's hundreds of thousands of US farm workers across the Midwest that can't sell their products, which might well, given they are basically as MAGA heartland as you're going to get, cause a few problems. So they'll need to be told that the reason why their harvests are simply sitting in their fields and rotting is because of, well, probably a whole bunch of Antifa gits that are transgender. Think you can see the direction of travel here. Yes. Still, never mind. I'm sure that won't come to this country. I'm sure all those nasty, nasty, nasty narcissists on the right won't be making political hay out of that one in this country. Except, of course, they all are. They really are always making it about them. The whole Charlie Kirk thing in this country is really standing from a whole bunch of people that are effectively quite worried that somehow, magically, anybody cares enough about them to want to shoot them. No, we don't, but we would very much like you to just go away and leave us, the actual people that do the work, to get on with it. Thank you very much. Still, only another handful of years before, well, something very, very bad happens, eh? Do have a lovely, lovely Sunday, and remember, do go to church. It's what Charlie would have wanted after all. Enjoy.